Intimidation and bullying, coaches clash ahead of do-or-die World Cup match. Why Chris Hipkins says he won't be holding back anymore, and Wellingtonians prepare for another Parliament protest. Tamaria, I'm Shuri Kinnear reporting from France, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. The All Blacks are ready for a high-stakes game here in Lyon this week. They'll play Italy in their third pool match of the Rugby World Cup, a must-win occasion 2 weeks out from the quarter-finals. Italy's head coach Kieran Crowley says they're expecting the All Blacks to intimidate and bully them on the field. But Ian Foster says they wouldn't expect any less from the Italians themselves.
Both teams, there's a lot at stake. This was always going to be a game that we knew we had to get really excited about and play well in. And regardless of what happened, I said it before, regardless of what happened in round one, this was always a game that we had to go out there and perform well.
Back home, Chris Hipkins is denying he went for a negative game plan in last night's primetime TV debate. The Labour leader faced national counterpart Chris Luxon in front of an audience of 200 undecided voters. Hipkins admits his election campaigns started slow, but says he gives himself a 9 out of 10 for his performance. He says he won't be holding back anymore.
It was an energetic debate. I really enjoyed it. Of course, I'm going to challenge Christopher Luxon on the fact that he is not answering any of the questions that are important to New Zealanders. New Zealanders deserve the answers to those questions.
Wellington's public servants are being asked to take care ahead of today's protest action. A demonstration led by Brian Tamaki's Freedoms and Rights Coalition is set to take place from 10 this morning, starting in Civic Square and ending in Parliament. As a result, some government workers are being told to work from home if they'd like, or hide their IDs when walking around the city. It's set to be one of a series of protests organised over the coming days, triggering police to shut up roads in the CBD and place concrete blocks at the gate leading towards Parliament's lawn. Food waste is continuing to plague New Zealand, with $3.2 billion of groceries going in the bin annually. Rabobank Kiwi Harvest survey estimates households waste 12.2% of groceries yearly, a slight decrease from last year's 13.4%. Gen Z Kiwis' food wastage has dropped from 28 to 19%, but they still remain the most wasteful age group. Sustainable Business Development says the results are a bit of a surprise. Given the current prices of food, they anticipated a sharper decrease. And a fundraising page has been set up to support the 31 survivors of the Hooch rapists. Brothers Roberto and Danny Jazz were sentenced last month to 16.5 and 17 years respectively after preying on women at the Christchurch bar Hooch, a nearby restaurant where they worked. They're now appealing their convictions, as it's revealed taxpayers have footed the bill for their almost $900,000 in legal aid already. A Give a Little page has been created by one of the survivors, and the funds will be evenly dispersed to the victims to help rebuild their lives. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more news worth knowing, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.